is one other.
Who
Oh, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford did? Okay.
Okay. I
That's
did
weird. 300 yards used to be like that's a nothing really a couple of years
have,
ago.
Yeah.
did have Stafford as one of my QBs in
Now
the
coming to you live.
We're live.
live.
Coming to you live.
All right, people. Here we are, episode 132, starting late, finishing early. There you go. We get this thing started. We sit here watching the game. We saw Tua take a shot, and it wasn't really a shot. It's a tackle. He put his head down. Don't know why, but so he gone he could be gone for who knows, right? This is like his who knows what kind of concussion this is. Like, it was his third or fourth concussion.
Yeah, I feel like he missed that one time. He missed half a season almost. To see like,
Yeah, yeah, and then it seems to happen all the time against Buffalo. Last time I saw a video was against Buffalo. So Josh Allen, it said targets, wide receivers 8 targets for the game, tight ends 4, running backs 4. Lord have mercy. This is not Buffalo Bills play next week, man. He needs some competition to make Josh Allen work.
That's
Jeez.
what needs to happen.
You need to play against somebody that's gonna make them work.
Needs to be
They got
challenged.
the Jaguars. They got the Jaguars next week.
I mean, they were behind against the Cardinals, but he still didn't throw a ton.
That was like at halftime, the dude had like 5 passes.
Yeah, he's still
Dude,
fantasy wise, he's still
like he's a superstar.
Moving
he's
to
like the weekend at Super Bowl.
What you doing? Moving to a location where nobody can walk behind you.
yes.
Go behind you, be like,
You saw Mayman.
He wanted to get in on it.
go behind you and try to sun you. You be like, what?
Hey, I know you. You CJ Square, aren't you?
Wait, I was about to tune in.
Son, get Sun on live on YouTube live.
I know you, brother.
You should have asked him who he got.
Speaking of live, did you see? Tonight I was reading something and I saw that Shannon Sharp was on Instagram Live having
Yes, he
sex.
was.
They said it was fake though, right? That's what he said. That it was like not a real thing. That's what he said. Something like that.
He said that he didn't know he's never been on IG Live before, so he got on and he didn't know that he was on.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
All right, let me just go ahead and get us going.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that is.
Look, we have a few overreactions or truths coming at you about the start of the NFL season. All right, here we go. Let's start.
Oh,
Let's start.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on. What's going on?
So
Wait,
I
doing?
believe I need
what
my
are those
restitution.
what are those comments? What am I seeing?
I need my restitution. I know that.
You got to get your arrested.
I know the Bills have been involved with some weird games to start the season.
Chris, by the way, that lamp turns on.
Yeah, how do you get the?
No, the other one. That's
Here's something that messed the whole situation up, though. There's something
the
that
brown one in front of you.
falling down around
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say it's dark in here.
you. House,
Yeah, press that red button.
the red button.
Push the button.
Oh, I got it.
What the button?
Oh, there he goes.
There you go.
What the butt? All right, yeah. I was like, how is Joey always? I mean, come on. All right, now I got it.
Push the button.
All right. Anyway, truth or overreaction? All right, coming at you guys. Here's a good one. Is Deshaun Watson washed? Is he done? Is he Vince Carter?
Let me take it. I'm going totally. I was a hater last year. I feel like after what I saw the other day against Dallas. First off, did you guys see that they think there's a burner account that he made of defending himself on Twitter or X or whatever? And he just keeps saying, he keeps defending how he's like number 4 still got it, and he's one of the greatest athletes of the generation. So either they're like it's either him or his family. You got to check it out.
KD.
He tried to get KD. KD like, nah, bro, I can't
Nah.
do that.
His name is
KD known to have a burner account.
it was his name. It was started in September, and he was only kept doing on the Cleveland sites. He was only doing the Deshaun Watson stuff, and his name on there is Leroy Bickerstaff.
Oh, it could be. Oh, you got it blocked.
So I mean, either way, I think he's washed. I think now they're talking about Cleveland leaking the sexual assault. Did you see that? Because they were trying to get out from under.
Oh my gosh.
Because then that way they won't have to pay him the extra because he's still owed $130 million.
Yes, he is. And his cap hit, huge.
Oh yeah. So I think if they can get out from under it based off of if it was an assault case, they would be able to get out from under it and not have to pay him. So I mean, to me, the Browns have looked best last year when Flacco was there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think he's done. I mean, that shows you there you cannot guarantee guys in the NFL. It's just too risky. He should never have gotten guaranteed anyway. I mean, it's one thing if it was Mahomes or something, but yeah, I think he's just sitting out. I mean, remember Michael Vick? He's kind of one of the only few guys who's kind of been able to come back after an absence. You remember like Le'Veon Bell was never the same guy.
Yeah.
A lot of guys who've been able to sit out and then they come back. So yeah, I think at that position it's so hard to do anyway. But yeah, I've never been a Deshaun Watson guy, but yeah.
He's back now for what, 3 years there, right?
Well, but he hadn't really played that many games though.
I could keep getting hurt. Jeez. All right. Joey, is he washed, Joey? Is your man's washed?
Chris and JB. Buttons. Millions. My man's just watching the TV over there.
My man's watching the TV in the hotel.
He is washed. And here's why.
Like clothes, like
he
bringing
is
them up like this.
Scrubbing.
The old school, the washboard.
Or the old washboard. The reason being, I just think there's just too much mentally going on for him to be able to compete at a high level. Next thing you know, next week he's gonna have another accusation come out. But since we just learned about this one, so how many are there out there? And they're gonna keep on hitting. I just think mentally it's just too much for him. How can you compete at a high level when you got all of that stuff going on with you? Washed.
The Browns are out there making phone calls trying to find other. They're like, if you've been assaulted, everywhere. Call this number in mesothelioma.
They got PIs everywhere.
Week's Thursday night game will be a snooze fest. Jets, Patriots.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Anyway, all right. I don't got to answer that question. He watched it. We know.
He watched. That's all you got to
say.
I mean, Dallas defense is good, but I mean, they made him look like he was a bum. But maybe he'll bounce back this week. We'll see. All right. Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams of 96 yards passing last week. Caleb Williams will not win the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Overreaction or the honest to goodness truth? Let me take it from first because I did the dumb thing of starting Caleb Williams last week. Let me tell y'all this. There is no way this dude gonna win Offensive Rookie of the Year if he out there throwing for 96 yards and he won't use his legs and gain some yards. I saw some of the game. I was like, dang, I played good.
It was ugly.
So at this pace, if right now at this pace, and he has the Texans, and it's maybe a shootout. He's lucky the Bears defense. If the Titans didn't give the Bears defense the game,
yes,
they would have lost.
And Will Levis.
Yeah, but
we will be getting to that soon.
All right,
Joe, what do you think?
I say no, he will not. I think it's the truth. It's not an overreaction. All right, what y'all say?
Overreaction. First game, he's got a lot on his shoulders. He has I just feel like he's got the weapons they're too good for him to not have a really good season. Now, Odunze is he going to be missing?
Yeah, maybe.
But you still got two all pro level guys that are out there. One that is in his prime, and the other one who's might be leaving his prime, maybe. I just feel like there's too good of a security blanket of weapons for him to not look good. He's going to bounce back. I think it's an overreaction.
Okay, Chris.
Yeah, I was going back and forth on this. I still think he can win this thing, so I'm siding with the overreaction. The only thing is that I think he's going to have to show that I was talking actually with Joey last night about it because we were watching a guy who's breaking down the game, and his worry was always, can he play within structure? Because we always know in college he could break structure and make plays, but like someone like Mahomes has always been able to know when to play out of structure and in structure, and that was the big thing with Caleb Williams. And he looks like the game the other day. To me, it looks like that was the rude awakening of the stuff that you're able to pull in college. You cannot do, the one play where he ran back, it was a screen, he ran backwards trying to get rid of the ball. And those ends are too quick and just, those certain plays that you can make in college, he's going to have to learn to start to play within a structure. And then occasionally that's when you make those plays rather than the other way around where you are always out of structure. And like Joey said, he does have some guys. That Dunze didn't play all that well. I think Keenan Allen, to me, looked a little bit where he's not the guy kind of. I think he needs to feed DJ Moore probably a little bit more and less Keenan Allen, I would say. But I mean, I think it is early, so we'll see. I mean, he's just going to have to change his style because he's always probably been the best player on the field. And now he still is, but I think he's going to have to learn how to play within the structure of the NFL because you're not pulling that stuff that you are against the Pac-12 defenses and stuff. So I think he can because he's still going to have moments where he's going to have to have shootouts because Jaden Daniels to me balled out, and is going to put up fantasy numbers, but they're going to be horrible. Like I think Washington's only going to win 4 or 5 games. So, and Drake May, and it's usually a quarterback, so the 4 big quarterbacks, and it's not like Bo Nix played very well either. So,
what rookie? I think what was the best rookie performance last week? I'm gonna say for y'all. I know who I'm thinking right now.
I'm trying to think. Was there a running back or wideout? I mean, what's his name? Marvin Harrison played. Marvin Harrison
had one catch for like 3 yards.
4 yards or something.
Yeah.
Neighbors played well, but
it was the kid from Jacksonville, Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. Which is, I mean, you kind of know what you're gonna get, but I mean, I still think it's such a quarterback league that it's hard to do that every week because now you're dependent on getting the ball. I think Neighbors is going to ball out, but again, you got Daniel Jones, which, sorry, Joey, that's going to be a mess of a season. Yeah. So I still think it's a quarterback that wins it. It's just if the Bears win, if the Bears can win 9 games and sniff the playoffs and Washington is struggling, or the stats of Daniel's gonna, and I don't even know if Daniel's can stay healthy all year with the way he runs. So I still think it's a little bit of an overreaction just because, it's not like everyone came out. And one thing, if Marvin Harrison came out and put up, 100 on 8 catches, he did the complete opposite.
Did he have just one target?
One target.
Kyler Murray should be shaming himself.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And they ended up getting caught. The Cardinals did. So
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And we'll see. I still say it's the truth. But anyway. Derrick Henry would not fit with Lamar and the Baltimore rushing attack. I think this one too. Y'all talking a little longer than me. Let me make this real quick. He will fit. So this is an overreaction. That's one game they played against Kansas City,
Mm-hmm.
and they got behind. So if you behind
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City, most of the time you're going to run the ball. I'm sorry, pass the ball, right? And clearly, Derrick Henry is not the passing down back in Baltimore. It's clearly Justice Hill, right? Can we say that? Clearly Justice Hill.
True.
The problem is that, if they're not, most games, the Ravens will be ahead.
Correct.
And they're gonna just hand the rock to Derrick Henry. And, most games they should be ahead because they're a good team, good defense, and all that. But against the best teams, they go ahead and play a little better. Right? But I think it's an overreaction. Derrick Henry, that's all guys like, he's washed. You're calling him washed too. It's like, dang, dude, he touched
Yeah,
the ball.
they can't wait to label that. I'm actually with JB on this one. I think just kind of to piggyback what you said, I think that they're the way they want to play is ball control and let their defense do what it does. Yeah, I mean, I think that was just a matchup in where you're not going to use Derrick Henry to control the clock because the clock really wasn't their friend in that point. So, I mean, I think Lamar wants to run less anyway. So Derrick Henry's been one of the few guys who's been able to show he can carry the ball still 25 times. Now we'll see if he still continues to be able to, but I think Lamar doesn't really want to run the ball, and you know what I mean? I think it wants to take off so if he has a back who can handle that, that's
But
perfect for him.
it was a couple of quarterback, straight quarterback running to calls where just running the ball.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't want to take the best thing that Lamar can do is still be able to run the ball, but I think, he's not. Remember, there were years where he was closing in on close to 1,000 yards. I don't think he wants to be that guy.
I know one thing from the game. He still don't throw to the. He still
Well,
does.
now you look at Mark Andrews. He looked more like a blocking guy. He didn't even.
He threw that one pass to Likely that he caught. He was wide open and no, he actually caught that in the middle and ran across. Right?
Yeah, likely balled out though.
Does not throw outside those things, man. He don't.
He loves because likely was the guy at that time. So
yeah, he caught that ball and ran to the sideline on that play.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this one's a little early for me. Probably overreaction here. I think it's more matchup. That was more matchup based than anything. I think.
Mm-hmm. All right, Joey, go ahead. While make sure I fix these comments.
I will join the party on this one. I think it's an overreaction. Lamar Jackson carried the ball 16 times. I didn't watch the entire game, but I'm sure some of those were were called runs.
It was on. I was on. It was the Thursday night game. So yeah, it definitely was.
Okay.
I watched, it wasn't like I wasn't watching it on League Pass where it was jumping from game to game.
Okay.
These were straight quarterback runs. A lot of them. Especially the RPOs too, right?
Which I think are going to be very, very effective for Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. Because I mean, pick your poison with that. And I think Derrick Henry is going to still be 1,000-yard rusher. Maybe not get as many carries because I'm sure they're going to want to really save him for the playoffs. So I'm not joining. Well, I'm joining you all, but I'm not joining that. That is something.
Party says so. This is a overreaction. So Derrick Henry can still have
overreaction.
A good year. Okay. All right. I guess this is the one Joey is looking forward to answering. Will Levis will not be the quarterback of the future for the Titans. Overreaction or truth, Joey?
Absolute truth.
Don't let Bucks hear you. Lord have mercy.
No starting quarterback no future starting quarterback throws a pick the way that he did, a pick six the way that he did, and is going to remain the franchise quarterback? Absolutely not. He is a bridge quarterback for them to get somebody better. When was the last time a Penn State quarterback was the franchise? Kerry Collins
Of course.
was the last time. And Kerry Collins was a pretty good NFL quarterback. Will Levis is not that guy. He is a bridge guy. That is not an overreaction. That is the complete truth. He is not the guy. What an awful pick.
Just because of that. Just
Because
of
of that
one
play,
pick.
Chris.
As
You
soon
are
as
a
that ball was
professional.
picked off, that wasn't bad. Though.
What in the? You are a
It was
professional
it was a
quarterback.
horrible pick.
Like, what in the wide world of sports?
What in the wild world of sports?
I saw that. I was like, did he just do that? He should have been benched
He
because
was like,
of that
"Oh, it
foolishness.
was bad." I'll actually join Joey. I really wasn't high on Levis coming in. I think he was a guy who was kind of is Buttons a big Levis guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it to me he's just a guy who's got probably the physical tools, but really has not kind of seemed like, there's games where he shows off, but I feel like, and also you could say, well, they don't have a lot of weapons there. Ridley doesn't look the same. Hopkins is kind of past his prime. But I mean, and Pollard actually looked pretty good. But yeah, to me, I think Levis is just, I'm with Joey. I think that he's just kind of a bridge guy. And I mean, they didn't really invest that much in him, so I don't think that they're,
True.
if it's one thing if you're a first round pick, I think you invest more time and money into a guy like that. But what was he was a third or fourth rounder, right? So right, wasn't he? I don't think he was a first round. He wasn't a
No, he
first rounder.
definitely wasn't.
Oh my God.
He will be the Titan scouts will be at the same ball games as the Giant scouts. They'll be tipping the caps to each other. They'll be at the same games. Hey, how you doing? Who you here for? Oh, okay. Quinn?
Me.
Okay.
Me too.
Shiloh? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with Joey. JB, what do you think?
Awful pick.
Because you got him in fantasy, so you better hope he's.
Oh, I got Justin Fields. I picked him up.
Oh goodness, JB.
So
you got both of those guys?
Yeah, but at least one of them will run.
Yeah, one of them will.
Yeah,
True.
At
least you don't get negative points, more negative points based on how bad an interception was.
Oh my gosh, what an awful three words.
Can y'all hear my audio? Y'all hear the audio?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. This is an audio of a guy watching the game, and when he throws the pick, he goes, "Oh no!" All right, here we go. I'm just gonna show it to y'all because you're gonna laugh.
Oh no!
This will give you a good laugh real quick before you move on to Notre Dame, Joey's favorite team to talk about.
Oh my gosh, JB!
Here's the play. You see the play going on, right? You see it?
Incoming.
Hold on, make sure. Hold on. Let me do it one more time. I gotta make sure. I gotta hit share sound when I'm doing this because then you won't hear.
Are you allowed to show this, JB?
If it is, this is some random guy stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay.
This is not promotional of any kind. This is just straight. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Okay, it's gonna be.
We should
good.
make a video of Joey's reaction.
All right, here we go. Y'all ready?
Absolutely gotta have it.
Gordon's coming.
Gotta have
Levis gets around the flick.
Oh no!
Tyreek Stevenson will give
What
He
in
can't
the
believe it.
world?
Oh my gosh.
What
Look
in
at
the wide world of sports?
What was he thinking? Oh my goodness!
That's like little league. That's like little league stuff where you're
Yes,
just like,
it
do not
is.
throw that. Do not
Hey.
attempt that thing.
As Farmer Fran said, sometimes it's gotta live another day.
Just let it play another day.
Another day.
Remember when Bobby Boucher?
Another day.
Bobby Boucher showed up at this. Dude's like,
Everyone's like, what the heck?
yo, what do you say?
Let it play another day.
All right,
Let it
anyway.
play
All
another
right, here we go. Speaking of living to fight another day, and oh, by the way, I think it's an overreaction. I think it's an overreaction. We'll
Oh,
let
you sticking by him.
I think
You
it's an
gonna stay
overreaction.
with him, JB.
I think he has had I don't know. He had a bad game, right? Can he play calling? I mean, run the ball, do something smart. Don't throw it out of bounds though. You got old boy going, oh no.
Oh, my
Oh
gosh.
no.
Anyway,
Awful.
Notre Dame Fighting Irish suffered an embarrassing. Was it a home loss too?
28.5 point favorites.
Yeah, is it one of the
Against
bigger
Illinois Huskies? They took the L. And the question is, can they still make the college playoff? And I think what we're going to tell y'all may disgust you. All right. So, Chris, you go first.
Well, it's funny because I remember last week we were actually sitting there talking about how Notre Dame, the conversation was Notre Dame is basically going to roll right easy into the playoffs. That it would have they'll be favored and they're not going to have now the thing is that because their schedule is so easy, because they're going to be favored in every game and they can't get that one, they already can't get one of the top 4 bids. So you're really down to 8 bids really for them.
Mhm.
And so with that one loss, I mean, the thing is that USC game is really the only one that looms large for them because that's the only one.
Wait a minute, Chris. Don't discount Louisville.
True. I mean, Louisville is good. And they've got. I mean, if Northern Illinois can beat them, anyone can beat them. It's not like they're that good where they can't lose. But Louisville, they're gonna have to hope that teams like Louisville stay undefeated. They're gonna, that they have that good of a record. They're gonna have to hope that USC really probably won't be undefeated, but that they still remain relevant and good because they're gonna need wins to get in. Because the thing is if they lose 2 games, right? If they lose 2, and a team like say Tennessee or Alabama lose 2 in the SEC. Then to me, you're going to have to take the SEC teams because their gauntlet is way harder. So I feel like they almost. I think they almost have to win out the rest of the way in order to make it because their schedule is just not hard. I mean, like you said, Louisville and USC is good, but Texas A&M probably who knows with them because they always do what they do, So that's not going to look like a great win probably by the end of the season. It just looked like a mediocre win. And they didn't play great against Texas A&M, to be honest. Really, it was a rock fight, So, but the thing is Notre Dame seems to always kind of start slow anyway. If you look back, I've looked back over the things. I think I read somewhere they've always had issues kind of in week 2 and week 3 that they kind of start slow. I still think they can, but like you said, that Louisville game is huge, and USC looks a lot better than I thought they were going to look. So they have to hope that. I think they cannot lose again. Actually, you know what? Even though I think I have Notre Dame, I don't know if I have them, but I actually don't. I actually say they won't make it, is my opinion right now.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, you think they make it?
He better fall asleep.
Notre Dame's done.
Oh.
If you don't know what that means, people,
It's
it a Vince Carter.
over. I was bamboozled by Notre Dame's win at College Station. Riley Leonard has not thrown a touchdown pass yet. Riley Leonard threw two picks against Northern Illinois at home. I think Notre Dame may not make it out of this weekend with a win against Purdue. I'm really worried.
No, Purdue is horrible. Purdue is horrible.
I don't know, Chris. I don't know.
You
Purdue-
what right now, Joey? How many losses you think they end up with? 3?
looking at their schedule, I mean, is Purdue that bad?
They only paper by like 6.5. What's the spread? It's not a lot.
I think it's 7 maybe.
Oh, it went down because it was at 10.
They're in trouble, Chris. They
last
are
week
in
we
trouble.
were crowning them that they're gonna walk into this. We were crowning them that they were gonna walk
I'm
in.
done. They have quarterback issues. They
True.
should got
Riley
Cam
Leonard,
Ward.
everyone hyped up Riley Leonard, but he hasn't done diddly poo.
Diddly poo
Italy.
offensively. I don't know if they get out of Purdue.
Oh, Joey.
Louisville's
How many
gonna be-
losses in right now? Over under? What do you think? 4?
We'll be getting a Purdue straight up tonight.
I'm close to it, JB. They may not leave. They may not leave Atlanta with a win. Georgia Tech is a
Georgia
pretty
Tech's
good
better
team.
than I would have thought. Yeah.
They got to go. They go to Navy. USC's back. UVA's playing well.
Last week, Joey, you were saying you're gonna walk in, and now you're
I'm-
looking at it.
I'm jumping off the ledge, Chris.
Flip-flop.
I'm jumping off the ledge.
All right,
I'm done with them.
I'm saying this. If Notre Dame,
Flip
for
flop.
Notre Dame, and I'm piggybacking off what Chris said, for Notre Dame to make the college playoff now, they got to win out. They cannot lose another game. If they go in and they are 11-1, they're going to take a team from the SEC or the Big Ten. I'm looking at my list. I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
my number 12 right now is USC, and they got to beat them.
They
to get-
bamboozled us. They hoodwinked us.
We got bamboozled.
No,
All right.
me.
You, okay. You said
they
us,
hoodwinked
so,
me.
okay. I don't know if you are like Venom. You got like two personalities. You said us, but then you said me. I don't know what's going on
It's definitely me.
here. Okay.
Definitely
All right.
me.
All right. Well, you're usually not high on Notre Dame though, Joe. You're like the
I'm
you're like
usually not.
hater on this show.
I'm
You got
usually not.
bamboozled.
But going into College Station the way that they did, they won ugly. They beat the fans. They hanging the entire game.
They catfish you, Joey.
They sure did.
They Manti Te'o'd you.
They sure did. Leilani Kukua.
They Manti Te'o'd you.
They sure did.
It's how I told you.
Leilani Kukua.
All right. No, but real talk though, yeah. Louisville right now is ranked 19, and USC is ranked 11 in the country.
Yeah.
And Georgia Tech was ranked and went up there and ran into the Ohio State quarterback. That's crazy, right? He leaves Ohio State, one of the top programs in the country, goes to Syracuse, and he's balling out.
Yes, he is.
Well, that's what they were saying. Is it McCord? Is that what it is? McCord?
McCord.
They were saying, why didn't Notre Dame go after him?
They were cheap, Chris. They were cheap.
They wanted to save them bucks.
They got that's Notre Dame. That's different money. They got all that money, and they decided to go cheap
on Riley
Foolish.
Leonard.
They
wanted to see how much Riley Leonard cost them.
That's exactly it.
Oh, we could save a couple bucks on Riley Leonard.
Oh my goodness.
Cost them an L to Northern the Huskies.
Oh my
The
goodness.
Huskies.
Upset.
They sure did.
All right. Okay.
Wait, is Buttons? Is Buttons coming in on tonight?
I mean, if he is, he has the link. So
Buttons,
y'all, it's time for those. It's time for the NFL fantasy picks. I can tell y'all this. Me and Joey picks last week were trash. When I say trash, they were garbage. But we did, we also had the start of the.
How you doing, bud?
Oh Lord, Joey out here making friends on the show.
He's like CJ Squared.
Oh, hey, go. That's Buttons. He probably will come in doing this. How much you want to bet? You want to bet?
You know,
Let's see.
Buttons.
Let's see.
Hit
Let's
it,
see.
Buttons. Hit that thing,
He's
Buttons.
gonna come in doing it.
Hit that thing, Buttons.
Ah,
That's for you.
there it is.
There it is. That's you, CB.
Buttons coming in proud, baby.
What's
Look
up,
at
fellas? What a fantastic night it has been.
Your Bills got hearts. Your Bills got heart buttons.
Are you not
can
feeling
never
for
question
Tua?
that.
You're not feeling for Tua?
Happy trails.
Oh,
Man,
That,
devastating.
heartless.
that guy is fragile.
Dude,
He
that
needs
dude,
to know how to.
he
It's
ain't
a
fragile,
slide.
he's
Jeez,
fragile. Like from Christmas Story. Fragile.
Fragile.
Italian. Whatever he said, I think he said it was
This
French.
is, you know what this is, JB? You know what tonight was? When the father is trying to glue the leg statue back together for the final time, and then it just goes.
Fragile.
So
Yo, he's loving that.
now before
you can hear taps.
Yeah.
oh yeah, the background.
Yeah.
The old man had lost it.
The old man had
The old
lost.
man had lost it.
So in our year thing we got here where we got to pick these guys for the whole year, I think somebody you might need a sub Chris. Who got Puka?
I think I already have.
You got somebody that's hurt.
I got Christian McCaffrey on that one.
Okay.
And do I have Puka also? My goodness. I'm already done.
Wait, I think he might because I made a comment about all the injuries
do got
on injured players.
That sounds like a squad I would pick. That's just that's playing for week 17.
I mean, Barkley did go off for you that first week though.
Mm-hmm.
But you got Cook, and
you
Cook
knew
had
it.
a nice night tonight. 3
I
touchdowns.
knew what was going to happen.
Cooking. Oh, and he got over 70 yards rushing and the overhit. So, cha-ching.
Good for
There you go.
bud. I couldn't. I was mad that Miami couldn't be competitive because I couldn't even get 2 catches from freaking Keenan Coleman. Couldn't
Yeah.
even get from Cook because they were like, "Oh, we've won. It's over. We just
Yeah,
hand the
they
ball
kind
to
of
Ray Davis now."
took the foot off the gas there.
I want them to be like the old Patriots. Like, nah, we're gonna just go ahead and keep
Right.
pushing that pedal.
I wouldn't
Right.
have minded it.
Yeah, me neither. It would have helped it would have helped my bottom line, put it that way. All right. But this is early, it's a marathon. You never know. But Chris, if you're ready to put in a waiver wire for Puka, you can. But you only get one.
Get one, huh?
You only get one.
I think I'm.
If you want to pick a new player before we move on to the next week, you can. But
I think I'm right because he's only out for what, 4 weeks?
nope.
They say
coach said
maybe
he's
more.
longer than 4
4 to
weeks.
6.
4 to
4 to
6.
6. Can I
Yeah.
weather that? Can I weather that storm?
You can
It'll
try.
kill me if
I don't know.
McCaffrey doesn't
I
play.
don't know if CMC gonna keep giving you those zeros though. I don't know if CMC giving you goose eggs, you may not be able to weather it.
No, I can't have 2 zeros in there, so I gotta. Hopefully McCaffrey comes back. I mean, I knew the risk with both of those guys. Well, and Barkley's been, he gets banged up a little bit, so
It's all good. All right, but now on our weekly fantasy points, that's last year. Man, you
Got your other JB, you got your other desktop showing too.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna flip it over. I got you.
All right.
Thanks, Buttons. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you had a bunch of rapists on there, JB. Those Dolphins. You know what they do?
Oh Lord,
they're
please.
they're super rapey.
They rape.
Don't
They
start.
love
That's
to-
a family
They're
show.
all
We're
they're
not
all
talking
rapey.
It's the
No.
truth,
Not-
JB.
Okay, you're talking to. You think I don't know this?
It's the truth.
I know about the Dolphins. Okay, Joey. I'm familiar with the Dolphins,
A bunch of gangsters.
except the ones that paid the bills tonight. They were not.
They weren't rapey at all.
Mhm.
They were. When 50 Cent call them, they were wanksters. They were wanksters. They
Yes,
got
they
their
were.
butts whooped. All right, anyway, on their home field at that.
Yes, they did.
The only good thing about this is I outscored Joey. So that's the only good thing about this. Joey did like I did, decided to throw Caleb Williams in there, and he was absolutely garbage.
Caca. He was caca.
And look at St. Brown, 1.3. I wasted him. That's gone. He's over. He's done. He gave me 1.3
that
points.
was- that was
Nice.
Absolute
weird.
caca.
Yeah, all right. But anyway, and Ingram, oh my goodness. Anyway, Adunze, there you go, Joey. Adunze
Yeah.
with you. Well, all right.
Ingram
Caca.
with the 0.5.
Goodness.
Did any of the tight ends? None of the tight ends
None
did.
of
None
our
of the top
tight ends
five-
performed.
None of the top 5 tight ends who were drafted did anything. So Porter was at the bottom because he had like a couple of catches, but like the number 1 tight ends were like Isaiah Likely and
Likely.
Foster Moreau.
Right.
Foster Moreau.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Juwan Johnson score a touchdown for the Saints. The tight ends really are touchdown dependent, except for the good ones.
Of guys that probably got taken with maybe like a top 12 tight end, Brock Bowers might have scored 9 last week. It was
He was, yeah. Oh, your boy, and look, Buttons. Tonight they started off throwing the ball to Dalton Kincaid. It looked so good.
they did.
Then it was like, oh, we're winning. No more passes for you, Dalton.
That's crazy, JB, because last year, me and my buddy, if you
It was
get the tight
Buttons.
ends going early on Buffalo, normally we get on FanDuel immediately and bet that because like that's their game plan to get the ball to the tight ends, and then we just go over like 40 or 50 yards or whatever, and we easily hit it. Easy. And I went on FanDuel tonight right after those first 2 catches, and it was like, there's something fishy going on here because it's not conducive to betting all of a sudden.
right.
Something fishy.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw in our quarterbacks. I'm gonna go with Kyler Murray. I think he's gonna throw the ball to Marvin Harrison this weekend, maybe. You spend all that money for a Maserati, you don't even drive it. That's a shame. All right, Joey, who's your QB this week?
JB, I'm going to go Geno.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, got that Russian touchdown last week.
I don't know if you guys are not familiar with a show called 90 Day Fiance.
Yes.
Take a moment and Google Geno from 90 Day Fiance.
Is that the guy with no
Hang
neck?
on.
No, that's
No,
Big Ed.
that's Ed, man.
Big
Ed.
Ed.
We ain't talking about Ed tonight, bro.
Check out this
Geno
guy.
is the guy. Geno is the guy who can never do anything without his hat. When I say anything, anything.
Oh, gee.
Who is this guy, JB?
What?
Which
Who
one?
is this? Who is this guy?
Are you
Gino
looking at him?
Palazzo?
Buttons?
Is that who you're talking about?
Is
Geno?
he on 90 Day Fiance?
Gino 90 Day Fiance, and then this guy is with a dime, right?
That's Jasmine from Panama City.
Okay.
That's his wife.
How?
When we finally end the show off air, I'll tell you something really funny that you really gonna be like, I can't believe what you just told me.
Got you, JB. Got
Okay, but anyway, remind me. All right.
you. Okay.
Chris, who your quarterback this week?
Yeah, give me the future offensive rookie of the year, Caleb Williams, right here.
Ooh, he's gonna finally put it together this week, Chris.
That's
I
right.
hope,
We just
I hope he does.
against the Texans in a shootout.
Yeah.
He's going for 150.
150.
150 and 1 touchdown this week. Blow
we
it
go.
up. I've set the bar high.
Woo! Williams. Good luck with that one. He probably ball out for you. All right, Buttons, who you got at QB?
So I thought Joey was going to really do something and put himself out here this week with his quarterback.
Daniel Jones.
And I just figured Daniel Jones would be his pick because there's no way He can't. If he can't perform this week, why even be out on the field? And I was gonna take him,
Buttons.
but
I'll
then I was
go
like,
Will Levis before I go Daniel Jones.
oh,
Did you see that? Oh my!
I'm going with shake and bake, JB.
They get bait. That Baker Mayfield, right?
Yep.
There
Yeah.
you go.
You might be a week late on that, Buds.
Great pick.
I might be, but you gotta ride them when they're hot, Chris. You gotta ride them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all
Don't
right.
worry.
Bud.
He's gonna throw for 4.
You're running back for the week, bud.
Our
Who you got?
running back for the week is gonna be Brian Robinson Jr.
You definitely want to get a piece of that the Commanders game. You're like, no matter what, I'm hitting that game.
It was crazy that the one team that Daniel Jones dominates is the Commanders. Did you know that?
That's
Joey
what I'm
still-
saying, JB.
Joey don't want to peek.
That man's job is on the line.
Yeah.
He's fighting for his life this week.
He does beat them.
Yeah.
He
All right.
definitely
All right.
does.
All right. Joe.
I'll take Kyron Williams here. Well, I got a load of Williams.
Oh, yeah.
The whole team is gonna be
Oh, now you got to do it. Now you got to do it, Chris.
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams he's gonna get 5 reps this week.
All right. Joey.
JB, give me some of that Najee Harris.
All right. Najee Harris. And the first time we have crossed the streams,
Cross the hold on, JB.
Streams.
Okay.
I'm taking Williams as well in my running back.
You said not to cross the streams.
Excuse
I
me,
know,
you guys.
but-
You said crossing the streams was bad, but
My wide receiver this week, I am going to go with the bully himself, Debo Samuels. Joey, who you got?
JB, I think I'm going to go Nico.
Okay, you going
Nico
Collins?
Collins.
Go
He wants that shootout as well.
Williams.
Give me the Monday night. Give me the Drake.
Williams.
No, give me Mike Williams.
Boy, that's messing with you.
Give me the Drake here, Drake London.
Oh,
no.
Drake.
oh, love the Drake.
So you know, right now, I hate the Drake. I'm just
he-
telling you. Drake London had 1 catch for 9 yards last week.
Yeah, I know
That's
he
a
was
down
horrible. So I'm hoping bounce back.
He was definitely, yeah.
Cousins can't move. It's
I know a guy who can move.
yeah. It's like Kanye when Kanye, when the hurricane hit New Orleans, he said, "What Bush doesn't care about us."
Yeah.
George Bush hates
He
hates
hates
black people.
He was
Hey,
like,
Joey, this is
it
me
was
saying,
so awkward.
Kirk Cousins can't move.
Oh my goodness.
So awkward.
Mike Myers was like, oh my
But
God.
you heard it. All right, buddies.
I'm gonna take Chris Godwin.
Ooh, Godwin.
Oh,
So
you got that stack.
you got that. You got that stack.
Mm-hmm.
I like a stack. A good stack it's a good thing. A stack,
Mm-hmm.
especially if it's a stack of money. All right, Buttons, who you got here as your tight end?
You know, tight ends are so tough. I'm gonna go with Trey McBride.
Not a bad one.
The streams. All right, Chris, who you got?
I'm double dipping back into that Falcons Eagles game Monday night. Give me Goddard.
Okay.
The little late night hammer on the late week hammer.
late-
on
There you go.
There you
Late, out on the late night hammer.
that.
go.
All right, Joey, who you got your tight end?
So
me.
many tight ends to choose
Yeah.
from that are all bad.
So many.
They're so bad.
I'll take Parkinson
Oh my God.
from the Rams. Give me some
You're-
Colby.
You're clearly not trying to win. Okay. But
Man,
Baby, every
two.
tight end is
you
bad.
you are here out
week
here
2, he's already
already down 35 points, and you want to put yourself in a bigger hole.
He's the best tight end out there.
All right.
Week 2, he's already scraping bottom
All
of
I
the
know is
barrel.
I had to do. I had it
Cross,
down already.
cross
but
streams.
There you go,
All right.
JB.
I had a little. I did it for the stat.
That's right.
All right, and my flex option should be a little bit of a shootout. Hopefully, give me Gibbs from NCIS.
I feel like the Lions are going to be in a lot of
Jeffro Gibbs. That's who he is. Jeffro Gibbs. All right,
old Gibbs.
Joey, who's your flex this week?
JB, I'm gonna take Cooper Cup.
Oh, Joey wants. You might as well have taken Matthew Stafford with
It's
that.
funny
stat.
that Joey Cup
If both
had
of those, Joey, if both of those two guys go off, Matthew Stafford's got to go off.
Cooper Cup had
May not throw many touchdowns,
21
Chris.
targets last week.
That
21
is
targets.
crazy. That is crazy.
Crazy.
Tried to draft him everywhere, but couldn't get to him. All right, Chris.
I'll actually join Joey here. Give me Najee Harris.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, Buttons.
Cross streams again.
You know,
Cross the
I
streams.
every year I love this kid, and I should have taken him last week. I hope he stays healthy this week because he's definitely not going to stay healthy the whole year. I'm going to take J.K. Dobbins.
Vince.
Okay.
You went off.
I mean,
Yes,
they
he
playing the Panthers, so it's an opportunity for him to blow up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All
blow something out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Something.
Don't say that. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Like, I meant his knee, JB.
Okay.
Yeah,
Every week now, Buttons makes some weird.
that's
some
not it.
reference. Last year it was something. Last week it was something with the tight and blow his load on.
That's not it, though.
All
Blow
right.
his load on the tight
An
end.
expression.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
All over the tight end.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Joey, you in here saying that there's tight ends everywhere.
Here.
All over the place.
All over those tight
No,
ends.
like the Hawks.
Yeah. Everywhere,
Look at
shooters.
dimes. Absolutely, Buttons.
All right. Okay. So are you ready for our college football playoff rankings, the week 3 edition? All right, here we go. So as you can recall, this was our original top 12. Georgia, Ohio State, Utah, Clemson, right? Remember, I had to go with the top conferences. Then Texas, Oregon, Notre Dame,
Oh God.
Florida, Bama, Florida State, Ole Miss, Penn State, and Kansas State. Okay, so let's see how our list goes now. Joey, who you got at 12? See, hold on, did you forget somebody altogether last time?
Say again.
Accidentally
JB?
forgot.
Did you forget a team altogether? Oh yeah, you didn't pick Oregon at all.
He didn't
That's
pick Oregon.
And they won't be here either, JB.
No.
Oh my God.
What are you
He's-
doing?
He's doubling down.
Oh,
What are you
my.
doing, man?
They'll be in here. That
The,
was a mistake. That what a mistake.
All right, Joey, who you got at 12?
JB 12. Utah.
Okay. Ooh, that means Utah ain't gonna win the Big 12 then.
Or Joey's made another mistake.
May have.
Yeah.
They'll be moving up.
Okay. All right, Buttons,
They'll
you
be moving
got.
up.
Liberty.
Oh, so Liberty is going to be that last team that gets in.
Still. Until they lose, JB, they will be my number 12 team all year. You don't even have to ask me.
Don't even ask. Plop it in there.
I'm gonna lock it in, guys.
Lock
Lock
it
it
in.
in.
There you go. He's locked in. All right, Chris.
Memphis.
Ooh, giving my Memphis Tigers a little shout out.
They
Memphis
got a big game this week, though.
Memphis may beat Florida State this week and make them 0-3.
They could.
I got USC here. you'll see a theme in mine. It's gonna be mine is the SEC Big Ten Invitational, baby. So mine's gonna be forget all y'all scrub teams out there. I ain't messing with y'all. All right, go ahead, Chris.
Give
Who you got at number 11?
me Iowa State.
Chris gonna go with every team he picked in his conference besides Memphis. All right. All
That's right.
right, Buttons.
I'm gonna take USC.
USC. Did y'all know that the Graham Park Middle School fight song is the same as
Yes,
the
it
USC
is.
fight song?
The
And
best fight song in
you know how
college.
many times they have tried to like copyright the Graham Park Morning Show? Stop it. All right, Joey. Okay,
I will join you with Southern Cal.
you would join me, you joining Buttons.
Both of you.
All right, cool. All right. Number 10, Joey, who you got?
Liberty.
Oh Lord.
Now we're talking.
Liberty. You know what? No comment. But go ahead. Just go ahead.
Got
What are we doing
Penn
here?
State, JB.
Okay. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
They're making it, JB.
Oh, you're gonna tell me that Liberty will be the 10th seed in this tournament? Okay.
They're
Probably
making-
not, but hey,
Bro,
they'll be in there.
all I know is they're gonna look at Liberty and look at one of those pretty boy the one the dimes. They gonna be like, hold on. Am I
Yeah.
gonna take this pit bull to the show or this dime to the show? Taking the dime, trust me. All right, Chris, what you got?
Give me USC.
Okay. Now we cooking with grease. Give me in-state here at number 10. That my man Buttons. All right. Tennessee. SEC Big Ten Invitational, baby. It's gonna be the SEC. They're gonna change the whole name of this contest to the SEC Big Ten Invitational with an invite to the ACC and the Big 12. That's all it's gonna be. All right, Chris, who you got?
Same. Give me Tennessee here.
Ooh, I told y'all, he took it with Grease.
I'm taking Oregon, JB.
Oh, took it with Grease and not fish grease. Joe, you ever had your chicken cooked in fish grease?
Yes, I have.
Did you like it?
Yes, I did. It's
Okay.
very. That's my great grandma's recipe, JB. TT.
Hold on.
TT
Cooking the chicken in fish grease?
She cooked anything and anything.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
That's different. You say you just did it on purpose. She cooked everything and anything. All right, I got you. Joey, who you got at number 10 and number 9, man? Let me guess. He's thinking. He wants to say it.
Penn State.
Ooh, Penn State. All right. Number 8.
Oregon, JB.
There they are.
He didn't forget them this time.
If they make it out of Corvallis.
Oh, they're gonna make out of Corvallis. They ain't gonna cover the spread though, but they'll make it out of there. Buttons.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Ole Miss. Okay. Chris.
Give me Oregon here.
Oregon. The Oregon Trail. Yeah, I would put that game in your classes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, love that.
Died
Great
of dysentery.
That's
Oh,
it.
This is a terrible thing, man. All right. Who you got at 7, Chris?
Give me Penn State here.
All right, Penn State. Okay. All right, Buttons.
I feel like I'm missing a
Missouri,
spot.
JB.
Ooh, Buttons, Missoula. Joey. Off the cuff. Joey, when it gets late, Joey make mistakes.
I probably will somewhere.
It get late, Joey.
I
No
probably will.
mistake, real easy when it get late.
I probably will. Oh boy.
Oh Lord.
I feel like I'm making a mistake.
Okay, let me talk me into this for a quick moment.
Okay.
SEC, ACC,
Mhm.
Big 10,
Big 12.
Big 12. Those are your
Well,
top
those-
four.
Those are your
They
top 4. You have to pick one for your top 4.
Gotcha.
They get first round buys.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Jamie it's already.
Top 4.
Oh boy. There's a mistake coming. Okay. Oh boy.
So that means you got to put a Big 12 team in there, brother.
Right now.
No, no. When you get to the 4-3-2-1.
Yeah,
Well,
don't do
well, I
it now.
got-
Don't do it now.
I got Utah there. Utah's
but-
going.
Yeah, but Utah has to be in the top 4.
They
No,
don't have to, Chris.
Somebody-
Yeah, they don't have to unless you got another.
Somebody else is gonna win it, Chris.
All right, yeah.
Somebody else will. Ole Miss. I don't even know if that's right.
All right. We got it 6.
I got. Well, LSU is going to be out for me. I made a mistake there. I will take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
So you got
Bama.
Buttons.
Texas.
Chris.
give me Ole Miss.
Oh boy.
Okay. Somebody.
Oh boy.
Look at my list, Chris. You getting a little. You better pull a Joey.
One team, a big team. I'm not putting in because I just don't. Based on how they've played, how they've looked,
Okay.
we'll see.
I got Bama here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got Texas here.
Oh boy.
AB are always flip flopped.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I'll go Texas here.
Okay.
Alabama. JB.
Oh boy.
Now we're getting down to the meat. We get to that meat.
Texas, JB.
All right.
All right. He didn't make a mistake.
Okay. All right. What you got here?
Cowboys. Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. Okay.
They got heart.
They got hard. Okay.
They got heart.
Those got beat last weekend. I know that.
They got heart, unlike those Ducks.
Taking Miami here, JB.
Okay. All righty. Chris.
Yeah, I'll go Miami.
All righty. I'm gonna go Utah. The Utes.
The two Utes.
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 Did you say youths?
Utes.
Utes.
And then I'm gonna go Miami. That'll make. I can see Rodney right now smile, blushing. Oh, hot is blushing somewhere. He's blushing out there.
I'm
I can
going Utah. I'll go Utah here.
I can see him, Joey. He out there.
Yep, Utah.
Oh, so that means you're going Utah right here, then.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And we flip flop like the last
We.
picks.
Yep.
Buckeyes, JB.
Okay. So Ohio State will be a third ranked. So that means
What?
Miami here.
Oh my.
Oh, he got
Cam
here, Buttons.
Ward is that dude.
You got Buttons.
I've got Ohio State.
Ooh, I think this is going to be the same across the board here. Chris,
Yeah, Ohio State here.
Yep.
Ohio State until we see differently. Ohio State, Georgia, Georgia. So we don't even have to. I think I always spell Georgia wrong. I suck at spelling Georgia. All right, here we go. All right. Man. Haste. Man,
That's
it's
it.
gonna be easier. This is gonna be easier to do. I already know who's gonna. Oh boy. Unfortunately, I do believe that my list might be the list that we use. Tennessee's left off by Buttons and Joey.
Tennessee, JB, has a scary schedule.
You know what? Nobody's schedule is scarier than our number one ranked team. They have to go to Texas. They got to go to Bama.
Yep.
They got to go to Ole Miss.
Yep.
Actually,
Scary.
if I actually think Texas right now would be the second best team. I just think that Georgia's stopping them based on the way that we're predicting.
Yeah, well, you guess what? You know what? It could flip flop once Georgia goes into Austin and takes that L from them boys down there in Texas.
I don't.
So, scroll, JB, can you go to the other one the original one that we did? I want to see. So we had.
I did the number. So how I calculated. So if
Georgia
was here, so if you in the first column, you got a 1, you got a 2, 3, like that. And then if you were not in somebody else's list, you got a 13 for that person, just to make it right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's how I did it, right? That's how I did it. So Memphis ended up having 50 points total, right? And then Georgia had the lowest total. Then came Texas. And I think, even when we did our top 4 was still, in order of the conferences too. So, and Texas and Oregon, I think Ohio State's going to be a little different this time, going to move up.
That's a good way of doing it, JB.
We all did kick Notre Dame out?
Yep.
Yeah. Notre Dame was ranked 7th in that last one.
Notre Dame and FSU will fall. Tennessee might slide in. Who's the other team that might slide in?
I mean, if the only thing that could happen is these teams are
USC will probably move in.
These teams are going to beat up on. USC will probably move in. I mean, you got 1 for Liberty, 1 for Memphis, 2 for Liberty actually.
2 Liberty, they might pop in, and then they'll probably be the USC will slide in, and probably you got what? How many Missouris? 2 Missouris.
Yeah, Tennessee is going to be higher than. Yeah. Oh yeah, 2 Missouri, but Missouri's going to be a little higher because they come in at 8 and 7.
Tennessee, I'd rather Missouri over Oregon right now.
Really?
Well,
Missouri's schedule, I think, is a very good schedule for them to sneak in. They're going to win everything. Maybe go to Tuscaloosa and lose, but I think play very well. I see them only losing 1, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you think I'm not as high on Alabama right now. I don't think Jay Milroe is kind of progressed. I mean, he looks a little bit better, but I just am nervous of them they just have not. They were top. They were up by 1 on South Florida with like 8 minutes left.
Yeah.
They smoked them, but
and then what happened?
True, but that's South Florida. I'm not saying that, but I mean, to me, Oregon hasn't looked great either, which I had them as my number one team. I've dropped them all the way to 8 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like neither of those teams have looked that good. I mean, it'll play itself out where some of these teams, because remember Alabama lost to remember last year they lost to Texas. They looked horrible last year against South Florida. Also, remember they had a big cover. They didn't cover. It was like a massive spread and they didn't cover. And then they end up making the championship. But can they do that now without Saban is the difference. You know what I mean? That's where I'm trying to think like they can have those kind of lulls and then Saban's going to get the best out of them. Can they still flip that switch when they need to?
You know who has the worst schedule in the league?
Who?
By far,
Mhm.
Oklahoma.
Mm.
Mm.
Do that.
Hellacious.
Yeah,
Okay.
I looked at them and I was
Tennessee, Texas, Ole Miss, Missouri, Alabama, LSU.
Mm.
That's
Goodness.
insane.
yeah, that is crazy because Tennessee looks really good. And Bama's still Bama.
And watch them play their best game for the Red River rivalry when they play Texas every
Mhm.
single time.
They gotta go.
Mhm.
They gotta go to Death Valley. Did you say Death Valley too, Buttons?
They're going to.
They gotta go to Death Valley.
So they got
lose
home
that.
home against Tennessee, home against Texas, at Ole Miss, at Missouri, at LSU, home
Yeah.
against Alabama.
That
That's
Texas game is not a really home game though. They actually play in Texas for that game.
Oh, really?
They play at the fairgrounds
Cotton Bowl.
or whatever that is.
Oh,
that
yeah,
Cotton
yeah,
Bowl.
yeah, yeah.
They're the Cotton Bowl in Texas,
Yep, yep.
right? They have that game the same time they had the Texas Fair, State
Yep.
Fair, every year.
Every
time
year, yeah.
they eating those fried like Oreos,
I saw the show and I was like fried everything.
fried everything, fried ice
Everything.
cream. Like, how
Whatever
fry
you can
ice
fry, they're frying it.
They
Everything's
frying
bigger
ice
down
cream,
there.
buds. How you frying ice cream out there? What's going on in Texas
Mhm.
right now?
I
It's
have no
fried.
idea.
Frying ice cream, Joey.
I mean, it's cool. That tells you though how much college football changes in a matter of like 2 weeks already.
Yeah.
You got the whole thing is just flipped upside down in 2 weeks, and I bet 2 weeks from now it'll be completely different.
Yeah.
I
Now,
know
are we
one-
gonna do that updated every couple weeks, JB? We won't do it every week, right?
Yeah, I would say try to do it. I would say try to do it like every 2 or 3 weeks just to try to see like
Okay.
because it is cool to see how much different it is. And then once they actually come out with their because ESPN or whatever, remember they start to actually. I wonder how they'll do it this year because normally they do, they have like the playoff thing where they did the 4 and they'd always rank them out. I wonder how they'll probably do it just with 12 now.
Yep.
I would imagine. So I wonder how accurate will be.
When do they
So
start
next-
doing that?
right now, next week's big matchups, not this week's, but next week's big matchups, USC and Michigan, Utah at OSU, big one. Utah at Oklahoma State, probably the biggest one. So then after that, the big boy, Georgia, Bama. Let's see. I think Georgia, Bama is the biggest one on there.
Big
That's
12 got some big matchups already, right?
Dona at Utah. Let me see.
This week's horrible matchups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it could. I mean, last week wasn't that great on paper, and it was a good week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right. Speaking of college, we got our college picks. Only good thing about this is I'm better than Chris right now. He's horrible. Not you, Chris, but Chris double.
See,
I mean,
double.
Buns had a ridiculous week.
Yes.
we went 10-2
he did.
last week.
Hot last week.
It was
Goodness.
hot. Well, you're on fire.
Uh-huh.
As soon as you got hot, Joey fizzled down to cold in his dad going. Joey was in here last week. I'm hot, JB. I'm hot.
I was hot.
All of a sudden,
Freezing.
got sprayed down, man. All right.
Freezing.
All right, here we go. You know what? I'm at that point now. I'm like, man, I'm just picking. I can't be crazy. I just gotta pick. Go trust the process, right?
Only week 3, JB. It's early.
I know.
He's
But
already.
I have never been in the situation I'm looking at right now. Like 2 weeks in a row, I have stumped. So
Welcome to it, JB.
I'm trying to bounce back. Say what?
Welcome to it.
Well,
Sir,
Yeah.
I appreciate the invite, but I want to rescind it. I don't want to go. Okay. We got Arizona at K-State tomorrow night. Hopefully I'll be in Texas in time enough to rent my car and catch at least the second half of the game. So I'm going zone. I think zone is going to play good. It may not win, but I think they're going to keep it close. Joey, who you got here?
JB, I'm going to go Kansas State. They showed some heart in the Big Easy last week.
Some heart
I'm
again.
going
They
Kansas State.
playing Tulane.
Chris's boys.
I thought I was gonna get
Yeah.
a victory. I was gonna get a victory against Chris in there, but they Kansas State beat them. It was like, dang. Oh, Chris
Give me
got
Kansas State. I've been high on them this whole year, so I'll take Kansas State.
State, but you didn't put him in your top 12. What happened?
I actually had him flip flop because I'm trying to still play like what I think. I still think Utah is probably the best team in the.
So
in the Big 12.
basically, we are using. Is this what you're using?
That's right. The
PR.
Chris Power rankings. And actually, this one had it exactly at 7. So then I went with the heart.
Yeah.
Okay. Went with
And
the
it's
heart.
tied. I just go with who I like better.
All right.
I actually
All
like
right,
both of those teams.
This
All right,
this
but
this
you got
spread's
it.
way too high. Disrespectful to Arizona. I'm taking Arizona.
Well, the one guy he's banged up though, right? The wideout is a little banged up. I don't know how. I mean, he didn't do much against who'd they play? Northern Arizona, because I thought he was going to go off.
Yeah, he probably
And,
is.
I don't know. I'm sure he's probably fine, but I know he was kind of banged up that game. I don't know what they are without him.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, their quarterback's good though.
Oh yeah. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Go ahead. Buttons. Who you
So- I hate to do this, but Bama is 4-6 against the spread in road games dating back to the start of 2022. I'm gonna reluctantly take the Badgers.
Badgers. Okay, but it's all right.
Man, they got Wisconsin no respect here. Jeez, I'm going with
None.
Wisconsin here.
You going with who? Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Badgers. Once they play jump around, it's over with.
That's it. You just got to get to the fourth quarter.
Over with.
Interesting. Oh, full sweep.
Memphis at Florida State. I actually have Memphis. Florida State is reeling right now. They're reeling. They out there, Joey. I know it.
I'm gonna join you, JB.
Kung
Memphis.
Fu, with that Kung Fu grip.
I'm gonna join you here.
Give me Florida State. They got to bounce back here.
Okay.
If not, just
You would think so, Chris.
This will
But
be
you know
DJ's
what?
last-
You know what, fellas?
DJ's last
I may have made a mistake backing FSU this year. I'm taking Memphis.
And you were backing them a lot at the beginning of the year.
Memphis, JB, Memphis.
Oh, my bad.
dude, he's like, do not write FSU. Don't disgrace my picks.
Oregon versus Oregon State. Isn't this a civil war?
Yes, it is.
Buttons, who you got?
This is a rivalry game, JB. 16.5. I've got to take the points.
Disrespectful. It's just no respect. All right, Chris.
Another team I was hyping early, Oregon. They haven't looked very good. Had to win on a last second field goal. Give me Oregon here. I feel like they got another team that's got to bounce back.
Gotta bounce back. Gotta put
Right
numbers.
here.
Gotta put numbers on the board.
Got to. Come on, Gabriel.
Go ahead.
I picked you to win the Heisman.
JB Beavers plus the points. Am I gonna go straight?
Yeah, right.
Are you crazy?
Dude, do not do that. We already know you got one on the board. What was the one? What was a straight up? Oh, is that Purdue?
Joey left me a
That's
message.
Purdue Notre Dame anyway, Joey.
All right, Texas A&M at Florida. That new guy got some magic. The new star.
Legway or whatever. Legway.
I got that flow. That's in Flow Rider.
Joey.
Won't back down. That's their theme song all year. They are awful. Florida is awful.
What?
They're
So
awful.
A&M,
buddy.
Joey?
They're awful.
A&M, Joey?
A&M, JB.
Yeah, but to me, Texas A&M is awful as well. So
They may be too.
give me
You see
give
my
me
lips,
Florida.
Joey? You see my lips? I was like,
give me flow. Give me flow right here.
no, let's go.
All Florida needed was to get back on track last week against a cupcake in Samford. They've got it figured out. This game is closer than the experts think. I'm
Won't
taking the
back
game.
down.
The
And I won't
Joey
back down.
special of the week. I think Joey is Martin. He might pull out the straight up. It could happen right here, Buttons. Who you got right here?
See, the JB, when I looked at this game, I was like, this is a trap. Okay, because
It's a
of their
trap.
performance last week of Notre Dame. However, I will take the points here. Give me Purdue.
It's a trap.
It is a trap, I'm telling you.
Oh, what's that from, Button? It's a trap.
No, that's
I
Star
gotta get-
Wars. Come on
I gotta
now.
get my cheeks real wide.
Admiral Akbar.
No. All right, Chris.
I was yelling about how bad Purdue is, but the CPR says Purdue, so I gotta let that ride.
Love
Give me
it. The
Purdue.
CPR has spoken. I thought you were going to say Notre Dame. So you said Notre Dame has to bounce back here.
Yeah, Notre Dame with a bounce back right here. That's the theme of this. Dang it, I should have said it. I wanted
right.
to. I was torn.
I have jumped off the ledge of Notre Dame.
The Notre Dame ledge.
I've jumped. Boilermakers. Straight up.
Oh, there is no way. You don't get bonus points.
It's
Joey, for
happening.
straight up.
It's happening. Notre Dame, stick a fork in them after this
I'm
weekend.
taking the points too, man. I think Notre Dame is reeling. All right, another rivalry game, the Apple Cup.
Love it.
Old Apple Cup used to be in November.
Yeah, but now it's a September game in the newly formed Pac-12.
How
or
did they screw that up?
the Pac-6 they got going on right now. They got a six-pack. Ooh,
The
they should
whole
call it a
six-pack.
six-pack.
That would be a sweet name, actually.
It's six-pack. We should call it. Okay. I got Washington covering at home.
How did they screw it up? How? This is how did they screw that up?
How do you screw what up?
The Pac, how do you lose the Conference of Champions?
They didn't lose it. Oregon State and Washington State were able to maintain the name and likeness.
Yeah, they haven't lost
Yeah.
it. They're hanging on
JB, I will take the
and fighting back.
Dub Huskies.
If you click on ESPN and you click on the Pac-12, you'll see those two teams there.
Goodness.
It's on I remember when I was playing college football, and you can mess with the new one. You can mess with the kind of the conferences. You can't adjust those to the teams in the Pac-12 because I guess because there's only two teams in there. So you can't adjust, you can't move them to any other thing. They're just stuck there.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Give me Washington State here.
Okay. CPR, baby, to see.
CPR right there.
You and Buttons are high up right now in their standings.
Mm-hmm.
But
Buttons versus the CPR.
I look getting on everybody.
Oh, that's right. Dang it.
Yeah, so I got to be honest, JB. When I did not like the spread when I looked at it. It makes me hesitate a little bit, but I do think Washington is clearly better here. I'm going to take the Huskies by a touchdown.
Okay, by Tutty. All right, another rivalry game. I don't know what name this one has, but I know this is a rivalry game because they're like what about 100 miles apart.
Yes, they are.
Interstate Drive. Okay. Buttons, West Virginia or Pitt.
At Pitt, right?
It's
At Pitt. Yes.
Pitt. Straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Give me West Virginia.
All right, Joey.
JB, Panthers, Travis Scott. Straight up.
Also straight up. You guys want these straight up bonuses. That's what you
Straight up.
got.
Okay, all right. This is the national championship from 1976. UCLA played Indiana. Did they play? Didn't they? I think didn't they the year Indiana went undefeated, beat UCLA or something like that? I don't know. But it's a basketball. This is a basketball football game. Give me UCLA. Give me UCLA. Sean Foster trying to make it happen. Joey.
I'll also take I'm going Hoosiers because there are some Commonwealth District players playing in that game. Give me Hoosiers.
Some locals on there.
Some local. Okay.
Didn't Indiana, didn't they just put up like 70 something a couple weeks ago? To last week, I think they put up like 75 points or something. But against the
Yes, they did.
Probably
77
played
to
Northwestern State, Joey.
77-3.
Who did they
What?
play?
Western Illinois.
77-3. Jeez.
That was disrespectfful.
Completely.
I
but-
think those guys are like Division 2 or they're probably Division 2 or FCS.
That's the JMU coaches at Indiana now.
Yes, he is.
The JMU quarterback to Texas State out there killing it.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Give me UCLA here. The O'Bannon brothers, please.
The O'Bannon brothers. They were nice
Tyus-
against Coach K. Don't say
Tyus Edney. Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Give me Toby Bailey and UCLA.
Cameron Dollar.
Joey, Coach K is with a term at bay. Was brought to life on a regular basis.
At bay.
All right, Buds, what you got here?
So Indiana has played FIU and Western Illinois.
Tough
Now
schedule early.
UCLA did struggle against Hawaii, but it was at Hawaii. They're gonna be at home in this one. I'm taking UCLA straight up.
Straight
Yeah.
up. Buttons loving them straight ups.
Colorado at Colorado State. What you got here, Buttons?
You know, Colorado is 2-16 in their last 18 games on the road. This one will be close. I'm taking State.
That's sick.
Straight up buttons?
No.
Give them those points. They look horrible against Nebraska, so I'm expecting a little bit of a bounce back here. Give me Colorado.
A bounce back.
They've got to win
They can't
and cover right
They
here.
can't block for They can't block for
They
Sanders.
cannot block at all.
Nope.
Can't
Buffalo,
run the ball
JB.
at all.
Buffs, JB.
Travis Hunter is ridiculous, though. I'll tell you
Yes,
that.
the
he
Buffs?
is.
Yep.
Travis Hunter is a difference maker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a first round pick.
He's
for sure.
different.
For sure.
Goodness.
Yeah, I'm seeing him anywhere from 15 down, like
That he's
5 to
Yeah,
15 range.
Mel Kiper got him as his number one prospect.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, I
but-
mean, I could see that. I think you're probably gonna see guys because I don't even know where he's gonna play. I think he's probably more corner. That's
Mm.
gonna get on the offensive side is what it seems like. But I
Mm.
mean, that guy doesn't ever come off the field.
He's an athlete.
he doesn't.
man. Athlete.
They can't
It's like
afford
in high
no,
school when they just list athlete.
Do y'all know what the most points scored in the FBS game is by who? The most points scored by one team? Said
Is it-
Fresno did it in 1991 and scored 94 against somebody.
Oh my gosh, I would have tried to go for the old Wilt Chamberlain. Hold the piece of
94
paper.
on the board. Oh, do you know that game when I looked at it, it was like the end of the first quarter. It was 0-0.
Was it really?
I
Oh my
think so.
goodness.
I could be mistaken. I could be looking at something else, but I swore I looked at it.
Let me
I was like,
check it out.
all right. You got Central Florida versus TCU. Okay, that's my messed up copy right there. I'm taking.
Yeah, because it's right. It's UCF plus the points, right?
Let me see. I
Isn't that one? That's what it is. The UCF plus 1.5.
Let me look. Let me look.
TCU -1.
Now, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know what it opened as, but
Yeah. I thought this was an opening line, but I just changed it to TCU -1.5, and I'm taking UCF anyway.
Straight
up. Straight up.
up. Straight up.
Straight up. Joey?
I'll take UCF, JB.
Straight up.
Straight up.
I will join you on that straight up.
Travis Scott.
Buttons, will you join us?
Oh,
He's thinking about
the
it.
Horned Frogs 2-0 against the spread this year. I'm gonna go with the trend. I'm gonna take the Horned Frogs.
Oh, not straight up.
Yeah.
All right. Bonus game. Boston College going to Mizzou. This will be the skull drugging of the week. Go ahead and give me Mizzou by a lot. It's gonna be.
I'll join you, JB. Tigers.
This is gonna be a beatdown.
Give me Boston College here.
BC.
Old Bill O'Brien there. Doing his thing.
All right, Buttons.
We ready?
We ready for that minute?
It's knowledge time. Okay.
Yeah.
Big game this week. 2 ranked teams. One, Missouri with playoff aspirations, and the other, Boston College, coming off a big win against FSU. I know it was just FSU.
Yeah.
And a drumming of Duquesne last week. Okay. Now, here are some stats to consider. Remember, this is out of 133 NCAA football schools. Missouri is number 1 in total defense. Number
Okay.
1. Boston College, 15th. Missouri ranks 19th in total offense. Boston College, 38th.
Okay.
But isn't this why we play the games? Did you realize that famous alumni to grace us out of Boston College are names like Chris O'Donnell, Leonard Nimoy, and perhaps the most famous of all, Rikishi,
Oh, wow.
WWE legend.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he was.
Now
Holy
I have it
moly.
on good authority that Rikishi will be there at this game and will in fact give his patented move, the stink face, to all those Missouri players before the game. Good luck, Missouri. I'm taking the Eagles.
Get him with that old stink face.
Ding, 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 ding.
Left off Matty Ice.
No Matty Ice.
Oh, Matty Ice.
Matty Ice.
He's no Rikishi.
Bill Curley.
Oh, he killed Carolina. I remember that.
Bill Curley looked like almost like an alcoholic. I mean, I don't
He
mean to say
definitely
like
did,
that.
JB.
He
definitely
had like
did.
was like 18 or 19, and he had like a receding hairline. He just looked sloppy. He was left-handed, but he was giving you buckets.
Bill Curley.
I think they knocked out Carolina as a 1 seed.
I think they may have.
He was giving buckets.
What
Yes, he
year
was.
was that? Like 1995 or something?
94, 95, maybe. Yeah. Ding, ding,
All right.
ding, 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 ding.
Now it's time for some craziness.
Oh no.
Maybe we're not even gonna talk about last week because when I was looking at your sheet, I was like, "This is a debacle." So we're gonna
It
move
was
on.
it was a failure.
We're gonna
And
move
then
on from
we're gonna reset this week and make this money.
Reset. That's a good way to put it, JB. Reset.
All right. So what the world?
The lock.
Yeah, what's the lock? Go ahead.
The
It
lock
was
is
Joey. It was 94. Boston
94?
College was
okay.
Carolina was the 1 seed. Boston College was a 9 seed,
Okay.
and they beat him with old alcoholic Bill Curley.
There you go. Bill Curley outdueled Anton Jameson and Vince Carter.
Outdueled and then O-dueled.
Sure did. Outdueled right after Chris.
Crack it open.
Like, I'm out of here. I'm like George Costanza.
He shotgunned that
Your
thing.
cousin from Boston.
I just shut it down. Like, I guess he's gone for the night.
me.
That's it. I just leave. Like, all right, I guess he's gone.
He shotgunned that thing, boy. Okay.
What's the lock? What's the number?
The lock number is plus 329.
Okay.
Going back to the old WNBA.
Oh, okay.
We're getting close to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I am not Mr. Moneyline.
Oh.
Okay.
And now you don't have
Reed.
your Angel Reese double action.
That
And she done for the season?
she
That's
is
what I'm
done.
saying.
She
Yeah.
is done.
He's done.
So here we go. Mystics going to the ATL against the Dream. Give me the Dream money line.
Dream the money line.
Chicago Sky minus Angel Reese. Runner up for Rookie of the Year going to Minnesota Lynx money line.
Lynx.
Lynx.
Lynx are hot, aren't they?
Links.
Yes, they are.
Links.
yeah,
What is
Four
that?
straight.
That's
4 straight, JB.
Seattle going to Dallas, Seattle money line. And lastly,
How are we from getting a men's basketball team in Seattle? What year? What's the over and under on?
that's the question.
I feel like you'll get one in Vegas before you get one now in Seattle
Oh,
again.
Chris. Remember, to get the Vegas one, LeBron has to retire.
True.
LeBron will own the Vegas franchise.
True.
Have I not been saying this for the last 3 years to y'all?
You have been hyping that up. So
I'm telling you, that's
So this way.
LeBron's franchise. He has to retire first. That they could be waiting for his retirement to do this.
Yep.
Could be. Oh, throw in the fever.
throw the fever.
Fever.
will cover fever plus the 6 against the Aces. Caitlin Clark playing out of her mind right now. She definitely is.
Uh-huh.
Plus 329.
Okay, got it.
Your money.
Caitlin Clark going to do her thing against the future WNBA runner-up.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win the title? The Liberty?
I'm gonna give me a Liberty shirt, JB.
Oh, you know Joey's going Liberty.
That's your question, Joey.
Man.
If the Liberty were to go to the finals, win the finals, are you still going to Madison Square Garden and celebrating outside of the Mecca?
I will not celebrate outside the Mecca when the Liberty win. I will definitely purchase a shirt, but in 2026, which would be the spring of 2027, I will be going. As a matter of fact, I talked it over with family members. Chris, when Chris and I went to Coop's first game, we had visitors there who lived in Jersey but now live in New York City, and I told them, I informed them I will be up there 2027. 2027, I will be going. I will be celebrating outside the Mecca in June of 2027.
Buttons, remember Buttons is going with you.
But Buttons
And
coming.
what are we celebrating again?
The NBA championship Buttons
Yeah.
that we will have.
Right.
If the Knicks win the NBA championship, New York is going to shut down.
2027.
Bing
gonna
bong.
All right. So what's the big boy?
All right, the big boy. I think I might have close to the same number I had. I think last week I was 47-48.
Oh, not again.
Oh, buttons. Now I'm 46-48.
46-48.
It's gonna happen, buttons.
You were 4,400 straight up. 4,400.
Okay.
What's
All right,
this number?
button. Three wise men gave me a nickname that I'm gonna stick to. No, sorry. It's not money line.
No.
Oh,
This
Buttons
is
wanted
all
big.
spread. This is all spread.
Oh,
You know I like
no.
the spreads, baby.
So last week against the spread, you out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
I think you covered the spread in one game.
One
I'm
game.
looking. I'm like,
Is this college football this week?
Buttons. You know this is college football.
How did I know that, Millions? How did I know that?
Buttons is an elephant heavy.
Yeah.
Let's
Is it-
get back on this.
Yep,
All right.
got it.
let's make these millions money, Joey.
Yep.
You're gonna love this one, Buttons. We already talked about this. No respect. Once they play jump around, it's gonna be crazy. Wisconsin plus the 16.5.
There we go.
16.5. Oh, okay.
I like
Yeah, they
that.
got the-
Get that hook.
Yep.
Idaho State is going to North Dakota minus 11.5.
Idaho State.
Idaho State.
North-
Who are they?
That's on FanDuel.
They're not Idaho.
FanDuel has usually. FanDuel's like the only one that already has a lot of the.
FCS games.
FanDuel
Yeah.
gave me an FCS option. I was all on it, JB.
Interesting.
And
All
again,
on it.
Idaho State. What's the spread?
I like that.
Minus 11.5.
Okay. Who they playing? North Dakota State.
North Dakota.
North Dakota minus the 11, right? And
North
a
Dakota
half.
minus the
Not
11.5.
But North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Just North Dakota, no state.
Just
in the
No
end of it.
North
state.
Dakota.
No state.
Don't you say that, JB. Don't
All
you
right,
say
go
that.
ahead. What's the next one?
The Beavers
The Beavers. Go to stop.
plus the 16.5.
Beavers.
Civil War. Ole Miss will be visiting the Demon Deacons.
That's gonna be just gonna destroy them.
Ole Miss minus 21.5. Like, that's it. I'll take
Jackson
that.
Dart.
21.5.
One of the kids who was one of the good players on Freedom, Virginia, plays for Wake Forest. I don't know if he's playing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's one of the players there.
Isn't that the
Coach-
one you taught, right? At one point?
No, I didn't teach EJ. I was one of his basketball coaches and track coaches though.
Oh. He's good though. I mean, he's good. He's a good corner.
He was a good kid too. He's an outstanding kid.
Oh, that's good then.
By the way, JB, when I was officiating the Forest Park Mountain View game, I did ask some of the kids if any of them went to Grant Park, and a couple of them said yes. And a linebacker, I was like, "Do you know Mr. Brown?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "He was cool, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "There you go. there you go." Shout out to you, JB.
I appreciate that.
Let's go back to Lincoln, Nebraska. Northern Iowa will be visiting. Hold on, buttons. Cornhuskers minus 32.5.
Oh.
It's it's gonna happen. It's
With
gonna happen.
Mahomes Jr.
One more.
One more.
The most electric quarterback in college football who Notre Dame should have paid a little bit more for. Ball State will be visiting the U. The U minus 36.5.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Six legger, 46-48. Get your money.
Miami minus 36.5. Now you realize, see, if my wife ever saw me put this in my FanDuel, I would not live to see tomorrow. But fortunately, she does not know my FanDuel password. Okay.
God, yeah. She would be like, are you basically you're just burning money?
Take your money, your units you're using is holding your hand.
Yeah.
Like that. Just hold it up. Just hold it up.
Yeah, but somebody's hitting those freaking things. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Some
Why
guys
not?
are
Why
hitting
not
12.
Joey?
Oh, no,
So
it happens. I've been there, done that. It happens.
I mean, you just got to get on a heater of 6 games. You know, I mean, that's the thing is that's a lot of
coming
things
back.
got to go your way. But that's the reason of any parlay. That's why they're tough to hit.
Again, I feel like I hit my first 3. I feel like Reggie in the fourth quarter of Game 5, 94 Eastern Conference Finals. It's going to heat up.
You
It's
feel like
going to
Bryn
heat up.
Forbes. You feel like Bryn Forbes when he was playing against JB and he had like 15 rebounds when I needed him. When I needed a ton of rebounds, I called him up that day and said, "Hey, go give me 15."
He's like, oh, I didn't know I was going to play today, but okay.
Thanks,
Oh,
Bryn.
hey,
Machine.
got Brent Ford. Not many folks can say that in their lifetime. I got Ford.
Joey, I feel like that Tennessee game is right up your alley. You see what that line is? That's at right now. It's at you can get it at plus 50.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
stop, Chris. Don't tempt him.
I know, right?
He's like, hold on. He was like, I want to make an adjustment to my bet.
Like dangling a steak in front of a tiger right now. It's like,
So at
Yes,
FanDuel right
right.
now, it's
give me the money.
I thought it was minus
Yeah.
49.
it's right now at 49 on FanDuel. It's
49
minus
and a
49
half.
and a half.
Wow.
Okay.
But you can get it at plus 50 on Bet Online. You can get it at plus 50.
Kent State.
That's a lot of points, though.
Yes, it is.
That's a lot.
I mean, Tennessee though does push the ball a lot. So,
Yep.
But are they going to keep the? Are they going to keep the foot on the pedal? That you know what I mean? Once they're up by that much,
They got to
Got to.
impress.
They have to show everybody.
They have to impress, Chris.
They got to show everybody.
Joey might have to adjust his.
I may have to.
They got a tough schedule. I don't know if 3 losses get you in.
Yeah.
Guess they could lose to Alabama and Georgia, but that's
They
it.
ranked in that top 12, they probably still get in.
It's probably also dependent on how they play, style points, and all that. Because
Right.
you wonder how much narrative matters. Like, you know, they want, like, I think this kid is probably kind of has a little bit of superstar written all over him. So you wonder if that matters. But a team like, you know, Notre Dame, people love or hate, but care about Notre Dame.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I think they would want them in. I would think the committee would want Notre Dame in.
They
Yep.
definitely do.
They do.
So, you know, that's the thing is there's a certain amount, once it's guys or women picking these things, there's a certain amount of narrative that's going to have to come into play.
Right.
Well,
You know, it's not just the CPR.
looks like we're all in the fantasy baseball playoff. Look, Joey, please don't lose to Bailey. It looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
Bud, you on a collision course with either Bailey or Joey, or you know, because Chris said he's been going downhill ever since.
Trying to
I've
get
been-
He's kind of going like this, and I've been kind of going like this.
You're catching me at the perfect time.
Yeah.
I've been in a free fall. I've got Corey Seager's out, Hunter Green's out. Like I picked Pasquiotti, the first baseman. He's out. So I'm just
What up, JB? I know you're gonna bring it up. What?
Buns has pitched 35 innings already.
And JB,
Out there throwing
I'm up by 5 right now, and I
know.
still don't have a
have a second
because I don't need one, baby.
Oh my God.
Still, you don't.
I
need-
know how to play fantasy baseball, JB.
We have every pitcher that
Well, I will say you're deep at pitcher, which in the playoffs does help because everyone else, like for me, I'm just trying to stream pitchers based on matchups.
Yep.
Like I had Boyd going against the White Sox, maybe, and he just got murdered. And then I had Bradford going against Arizona.
But Boyd's been good though.
Well, and that's why. So I'm
Right.
trying to pick up based off of that, and then if you have a bad night, you're just reeling. You're just now trying to.
Yeah.
Then you just try to do like you're trying to dig out of this massive hole.
Yep.
You just have stocked up with pitchers, which is good because you have solid pitchers every day going. Your bats just got to keep you in it.
Yeah.
You got solid pictures buttons.
So it works. It works doing it that way. I mean, I think that's when JB beat me a couple years ago, his pitchers were just better than mine. So pitcher's probably the way to go.
We did the same thing, Joe. You just picked the bad ones, and I picked the good ones.
Yeah, I picked some really
Like,
bad.
your guys were giving up like 10 hits.
What did I say? He gave up 8 runs in 1 inning. There's a guy I picked up from I don't even remember who it was, from the Mariners. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm done.
It should be interesting. So I'll see you in a couple weeks, JB.
If I get past Frankie, you know what? I'll say this. I always say it. Win or lose, what I'm doing is unprecedented in fantasy baseball.
Here we go.
Joey, have you finished first place 3 years in a row?
Never.
I have not done that, JB.
Never.
I admit it.
I finished first place in the regular season the first 3 years of playing fantasy baseball.
That's impressive.
I thought this year I had you. I just fell apart.
Yeah, you were up there, and then all of a sudden you just like,
Dude, Hunter Green, I have him in my dynasty league, in another league, Chris. He's totally screwed me because he's the best pitcher in baseball for like the last month or so. He was
because I had Nola, Dylan Cease, and Hunter Green, and after the All-Star break, those three were like on fire.
Smoking.
And that's when I started to make a good run where I was really getting a gap. And then all three of those guys just fell. The other two just fell off. And then Hunter Green just completely, I mean, he's been on the IL for whatever. He's not even going to, I don't even know if he'll pitch at all the rest of the year. So
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
You always have to weather injuries, and you just hope you don't have injuries at the end of the season. I mean, losing Seager hurts, obviously. So, I mean, my first 2 picks now, I'm Seager and Julio Rodriguez. Julio Rodriguez is horrible. He's been heating up a little bit. He's been playing a little bit better, but just not enough.
I would love to have Albie's back so I can actually have a second baseman, but I mean, I don't even know who I would drop because honestly, I don't want to drop anybody. Right. I mean, why if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Well, I think your pitching is good enough that you just got to stay in the game with your hitting.
Yeah.
And then your pitching should win you because everyone else is going to be streaming. You got so many pitchers that are quality pitchers that everyone else is going to be streaming back. Everyone else is going to be trying to stream pitchers all the time.
Yeah.
So you're in good spot because you are healthy in your pitching right now.
Yeah.
I'll be loading up, Chris.
Well, and that's the thing is if you can get matchups, you play matchups. But that's the thing is, would you rather just a really good, solid pitcher that may have a good matchup and you never know, or play a guy who's got maybe a good matchup like Boyd, who's been hot, has a good matchup, and then you play the matchup and still get burned. You know what I mean? That's what happened to me. So
I mean, all year, my pitching has been my weakness, and I just throw them out there.
I mean, you might be all right because your hitting might be good enough to overcome.
It is
the opposite. It's the opposite of Button.
I was hitting like 182.
Oh, geez.
The week before, for the week, I hit 3 something. Like you know, it's the fickle thing it is, and
that's fantasy baseball for you.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Well, we got 2 more weeks of it left, and then it's all By the time this is over, it'd be time to draft fantasy basketball.
There we
Absolutely.
go. We basically right into it.
Yeah. All right.
Best
So-
time in sports.
Yeah, you know it. You are not lying. So we're gonna go ahead and end the show because I gotta tell Button something off the air. So y'all have a good night. We'll see you guys next Thursday, next week for episode 132.
All
Enjoy. Win that money.
right.
Keep banging. Fantasy football. 6-6 so far. So
6-6.
yeah, that's what I'm in 12 leagues, baby.
Well,
Oh, okay, JB,
6
got
and
you.
6. I'm in
Gotcha.
12 leagues. I did a Seinfeld. I was even Steven, baby.
that's right.
All right, let's just go ahead and end.